Today I want to talk to you about something very special to me, a wholly unique form of entertainment, something that you have control over. You're given a character, a set of rules, boundaries, and an objective. In this form of entertainment, you are the entertainment. You make the choices, you drive the narrative. Without you, everything would be different or non-existent. That's right, I'm talking about tabletop games and card games. Tabletop games have been around for millennia, apparently. This game from Egypt is over 5,000 years old. It's called Jackals and Hounds, but I think they might have just found their sex toys. Regardless, humans have been playing games for a long-ass time. Mostly all tabletop games are rooted in competition. Some deal with combat scenarios, while others are based around player elimination, but most have an end goal, and when it's met, a single team or player emerges victorious. Some of your more widely played board games contain elements of luck, so that every playthrough is a little bit different, and each player at least feels like they have a fair chance. Others are just based around player skill, but I don't think any deal with a player's concentrated power of With competition comes rules, and in tabletop games there's no giant guardian towers to enforce the rules, although that'd be kinda cool. So the players are expected to know the rules and follow them. Now the problem with that is humans are fucking cheaters. Luckily, when things get a little too heated, you can always move on to another game because the term tabletop games covers such a broad range of games, including some of the most juvenile and simplistic ones that we've all played. Obviously, you have your things like Monopoly and Battleship, but you also have things like tic-tac-toe and paper football. To me, the best thing about tabletop games is that everyone can play. There are basically no physical barriers to participate. Age doesn't really matter unless you're younger than what's listed on the box. Good luck getting the shrink wrap off, you dumb baby idiot. And most important of all, you and all your boys can play, unless you have too many friends, but let's be real, if you have too many friends, you're probably not playing too many tabletop games. Tabletop games are great, but they're not the only thing this video is about, because I feel like some of our older family members completely missed the train on them. Like, video games and music are awesome, but they're definitely not conducive to that good old family bonding.
Bond with me, Jimmy.
Let's face it, if Grandma even tries to watch you play Fortnite, she'll have a brain aneurysm. And if Grandpa hears a smidgen of that hippity-hoppity, he'll throw around some words that even the green screen guy wouldn't repeat. But there are some creative mediums that transcend age, that break down the barriers of time, and unite boomers and zoomers under one common flag. No, the other one. What? No, card games. I'm talking about card games. Card games in my family are like the great unifier. Whenever I was hanging out with my nana or my grandparents growing up and we didn't know what to do, we'd pull out a deck of cards and just vibe. I'm talking Rummy 500, War, Spit, Spades, Follow the Queen, Crazy Eights, Blackjack, White Jack, Brown Jack, any kind of jack, and we were playing that shit. Cards with my family always led to the best stories and also led to the only times I've seen certain family members get competitive. So when my mom and Nana, who are both from Queens and are both about the same height as Kirby, get a little riled up, it's like there's two sub-5-foot mobsters in my kitchen speaking gibberish. And competition is great. Monopoly is like one of my favorite games out of any game genre ever. The idea of economically crushing your family, friends, and foes by bankrupting them, absorbing them, and then dominating the real estate market can put a McDonald's-encrusted smile on any true American's face. When I was a kid, I was especially obsessed with Monopoly. I had a will to dominate all life, stronger than Sauron's. But then my parents taught me winning is cool, but so is having fun. And I think that was really important for me because these tabletop games were my first introduction to competition, and healthy competition is an integral part of life. We compete in sports, we compete in school, we compete for them hot pieces of ass. I'm competing for your viewership right this second. What do you think you're doing? I'm getting ready to wrap up the video. What? It's not time to wrap up the video yet. I didn't even get to talk about what the best part of tabletop games is. Which is what? Alcohol. James, too late. This video. Alcohol plus tabletop games is like alcohol plus everything else. Better. The summer going into my sophomore year of college was a rather boring one because me and the boys didn't really go outside that much because we were a little chubbier than we'd like to be, thank you college. And we were still too young to go out drinking, so that basically leaves nothing to do. But in mid-July, it happened. My close friend's girlfriend came back from her yearly trip to Poland with the most amazing card game called Kemps. It is such a fun party game, drunk or not, so I'm gonna type out a rule set in the description in case you guys are looking for some games to play. Kemps is a relatively basic card game and sometimes a very complicated card game depending on how much alcohol is involved. The game relies heavily on secret body signals between partners who are sitting across a table from each other. When you're sober, those are simple things like itching your head, biting your lip, holding your cards a certain way. When you're very drunk, Jimmy's over here tutting like his life depended suspended on it. Nick is pretending to beat his dick under the table, and John's either about to shit his pants or is his secret signal. This game is so much fucking fun in and of itself, but when alcohol's involved, and it's a Polish game, it's probably always meant to be involved, it's so much fucking better. When alcohol's involved with other party games, let's say, I don't know, Clue, things get a little bit more fucky. Like, maybe no one ever wins because the secret outcome was accidentally the candlestick with the rope in the revolver because someone drank way too much Pinnacle before you got here and is throwing up pink birthday cake. All in all, I think tabletop games in different stages of life meant a lot of different things to us. Whether it be showing you how or how not to be competitive, being the vehicle that leads you to some of your favorite family stories, or just being a BS reason to get dog shit drunk and make some awesome memories with the boys. I think tabletop games and card games mean a lot more to a lot of us than we give them credit. I hope you enjoyed my video. I always enjoy making them for you. And the support on the last one was fucking astounding. Thank you. No matter how amazing and nice you seem in the comments, I don't think you can understand how much they mean to me. This is the second video of January. I'm shooting for 4 this month. It's seeming pretty hard, but I'm trying. So I hope I will see you again this time next week. Do all the things that everybody else tells you to do at the end of their videos to my video, and get ready to click some shit. Farewell.